Welcome to episode 94 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Saturday's episode, people, but it's Sunday. Sunday, the 29th of March, 2020, and I hope your weekend has been good. I am sorry this is late. People have been hassling me on the internet, whatever it is, asking when the podcast is coming out. It's coming out now, people. It is 10:15 at night on Sunday night. I hope your weekend has been good when you're all locked up. I hope you've been getting your one walk a day, have you? Going out there, getting a little bit of exercise, yeah? And then spending the rest of the time doing little jobs around the place like I have. This is a time, people, that I've realised that there is all those little fucking jobs that we put off. There is no excuse anymore to procrastinate at all, is there? You have to do it. It's right in your face as soon as you wake up. That guilt, that little guilty voice in the back of your head saying, you've got to get this done today. You know what I did today, people? I cleaned the seats in my fucking car and the headliner. That is the closest I'm going to get to headlining anything at the moment. With the gigs still all cancelled, people firing out the gigs online. I will not be doing any of that, people. It's not really my thing. I like to offend people in person when there's no fucking barrier to being punched. I like the risk of that, people. The risk of seeing people get annoyed in front of me by the things I'm talking about. Showing your photos, sending your photos of yourself being fucking annoyed by this podcast. Who knows? But yeah, I've been getting a few little jobs done, obviously, because you can't put them off whilst moisturising my hands now. That is the thing. This is what people are suffering from out there now, people. The old dry hand syndrome. People complaining online about their dry hands. Stop fucking polishing your fucking knob with your fucking hand cream and use it on your actual hands. Do you find that it's just the back of your hands and not the inside palm of your hand that's getting all dry? Your palm's actually quite moist in that. Yeah, stop polishing your little pecker just because you've got a bit of time locked away. And rub some of that cream on the back of your hands. You know, that's how you do it, isn't it? Clocks went forward today, obviously. Not that it really matters, does it? You know, it's just slightly lighter. Slightly lighter in the morning this morning, wasn't it? That sort of guilt tripped you into getting out of bed and you were like, oh, God, it's even lighter now. I've got even more daytime to try and fill an extra hour of daytime where you can't go out. You're pottering around your house. It was fucking cold out there today cleaning them car seats, man. I tell you, that is, I'm basically scraping the bottom of the barrel of things to do. Write some material, Ben. It's coming, people. It's coming. But I didn't want to be one of these people who just fires off any old nonsense one-liner about this. I want to take a little bit of time to think and realise what direction our lives are going in. Now we're on lockdown, people. This is one story that I saw, a local news story as well, from Northampton, where people have started grassing each other up. There's been a surge, apparently, in police calls with Northamptonshire police. The old Northamptonshire, the old Rozzers, the local Rozzers to Briggs Towers, these are. There's been a surge, apparently, in people reporting their neighbours for going out for a second run. I mean, could you fucking make that shit up? Obviously, it's bad that people, you know, we're told to leave the house once or whatever. We can go out for emergency food, can't we? Seeing someone who's fucking ill, or if you're a key worker, you can get out there, out and about, and the rest of us have to keep locked away. But really, do people not think, have a word with them yourself, maybe? Does nobody do that anymore? Is it always, we go to telling teacher? Is that what we're doing now? We see the police as the teachers. Police are loving this shit right now. Locking people down, keeping people in. They're having a fucking whale of a time. Nothing to do. I wonder how it would be interesting to see the figures on burglaries and that sort of shit. I don't know. I know the figures on domestic violence have spiked. No shit, man. No fucking shit. I read that the other day. That domestic violence cases, not to be laughed at, but people are fucking locked in a house 24 hours a day with each other. That's when you find out what sort of a relationship you have with your partner, isn't it? When you're fucking locked in 24 hours a day. I mean, you do that on holiday and shit like that. And you have those little bickering moments because you're spending too much time in a fucking room with somebody. But Jesus, when you're not even allowed out the house, you're essentially trying to ration how much you eat. Although the supermarkets, I went up last night at about 8:30 last night and just fucking, Joe called it, fonzed my way in there. No queues, nothing, just fucking streamed into Sainsbury's. Got a few little bits, few essentials, some weed killer and a multi-plug. That's going to see me through the apocalypse. And, just got a few little bits. But Jesus, I mean, like locked up with somebody who most of the time you've got those little fucking niggles about either the way they eat or something they say or just their little sarcastic little fucking tone that's been fucking, getting inside your head for the last 5 to 10 years. And it just breaks. People have started swinging. I don't know, people. It's not, you know that's going to happen. You knew the domestic violence rates are going to go up. People are just going to fucking snap when they're just, take a breather, go outside in the garden, get a bit of fresh air, come back in, go for that. That's probably why these people are going for that second run. People are thinking to themselves, well, I'm either going to risk getting a fine or caught by the police going for a second run, or I'm going to smack a head into the fucking oven. It's either one. I'm going to hold a face over the toaster. I don't know, people. Fucking hell. You knew that was going to happen anyway. People just losing their fucking ragged shit. Do you need to clean the toilet again, sweetheart, do you? Maybe take a drink out of it while you're there. Just holding it down until them bubbles are coming up. I don't know, people. I don't know. But, it's one of those sort of times. Talking about the police are cracking down in Northamptonshire. Apparently, they're sending out drones. Somebody was to look over people's gardens and shit like that. But people are still having fucking karaoke parties. Not in Northampton and shit, but I don't think so anyway. But I don't know. There was a karaoke party broke up the other day. That was big news or whatever. Is it really? I don't know whether karaoke is really worth the risk of contracting a virus that could kill you. There's nobody, they're not fucking Ali Jones out there, are they? Just your fucking auntie wailing into a fucking bad microphone, getting fucking feedback and shit, singing I Will Survive. I think I could give that a miss, to be perfectly honest. I'll probably Skype in and then fucking go for a second fucking run. Well, that's on. I'm not really sure, like, a karaoke party is really, something worth dying over. I have seen people at karaoke nights in the past butcher songs. And yes, it can be amusing if they're very, very bad at it. it's like the first rounds of The Voice, not The Voice. Is that the BBC one? What's the fucking Britain's Got Talent or whatever the song version of that is? X Factor, is it? I don't really watch them. But I imagine they're still going. But, yeah, it's like the first rounds of that, isn't it? I'm not sure. You know, it's amusing, isn't it? Watching deluded people singing, you know, with that fucking ego they bring onto the stage as well. I don't know, people. I'm not sure a karaoke night is worth all this. I had to checked in on my nan today to make sure she's all right. 98-year-old nan, she's doing fine. Fucking just moaning about not being able to choose her own shopping because somebody's going shopping for her. There's not much, you know. It's probably best to just stay in the house now, you know. And you try to be nice about it. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. But she's all right anyway, apart from that. She had a bit of salad. I bought some salad and shit for my mum the other day. My mum took some of that round her for her. So she's all well fed. And, you know, it's just checking on people, isn't it? You know, checking on the people you care about. You know, even I care about people out there. You know, just doing my bit, people. Let's have a little bit of tea. Talking about the police cracking down on shit. I saw a few videos from India. Oh, fuck me. They ain't fucking around over there with the old curfews or lockdown. Let's see anyone in the street, they're beating them with a stick of bamboo or just publicly humiliating them, making them do fucking squat thrusts and shit in the street. You see, that it's a different culture. You know, over here, like our police are thinking, hang on a minute, we can make some fucking money about this by fining people. That's the difference in culture between us here in the West and people in India. You can see how the different cultures work. Over here, everything's materialistic, so the police go round fining people. They'll go round fining people. In India, nobody's got any fucking money anyway. But they still understand that being hit by a bamboo stick is not preferable. So they're using the bamboo stick. There is a first world fucking difference between here and India. It's we find people. You're going to be out of pocket for a little bit. Fucking shit over there. Well, you can have a few welts on your legs. We'll just whack you with a bamboo stick. There you go. Enjoy the rest of your lockdown. Trying to fucking hobble out your house with a fucking broken leg. Jesus, man. It's, I don't know if people over there in India are grassing each other up. I don't know. But it's definitely happening in Northampton. There's, fucking hell, man. It's always here as well. It's always here. Northampton is never portrayed nice on the news for anything. It was the other week, it was people stealing fucking hand sanitizer out of the hospital. This week, it's people grassing each other up. God knows what. This is where the fucking Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome shit is gonna. This is gonna be the prime place for that to begin. People just like fucking welding shit on the front of their cars and just going through barricades. I don't know. Let's have a bit more tea. Some of the other things people have been ringing up about in Northampton, though, it said like the superintendent said people have been ringing up. This is in Northampton, my hometown, by the way, or Northamptonshire, my county. Included someone rang up the police and asked if it was illegal not to cough in a fucking tissue. A caller urging police to arrest their neighbour before he drove off, and a man who asked, my wife doesn't think her job is essential, but I do, and she's working from home. Is there anything I can do? There's a guy who is close very, very close to adding more statistics to that domestic violence spike. His wife's job doesn't think a job's essential, but he does. Get her out the fucking house. Send her out there in amongst that the virus that is sweeping this nation, because I can't stick her for another fucking 5 minutes. I don't know, people. Fucking hell. That's dobbing in your partner, innit? That's it. That's the end of the tea for this episode. Jesus. I've necked that tea at the minute. Also, looking online, that's all we can do, isn't it? You begin to realise how much, how disconnected we are sometimes from the actual, from society in general, by the fact that we get all of our fucking news, all of our content and everything from online. Facebook, fucking Twitter. I don't really go on Twitter that much, to be honest. I think I share shit on there. That's about it. Direct. This very podcast goes out on Twitter, I think. But you get to see how much you're actually fucking locked into the fact that all you do is read the BBC News website and keep up to date like that. It could be very easy. You can see how people get fucking manipulated and shit like that. How in China and stuff, how their internet is restricted and they only have one fucking, the party, they toe that party fucking line. I don't know, people. There's not much I've seen, to be perfectly honest. I've seen random shit. Religion seems to be taking a bit of a fucking hit. Bit of a cough there. I've been doing some sanding earlier on. Fucking hell. It's either sanding or something's kicking in. I don't know. But, yeah, religion's taking a bit of a... This sort of, like, pandemic that we're going through at the minute and the whole fucking lockdown and shit like that just exposes religion to having no real fucking basis whatsoever. It's basically shows it to be just an advice service for scared people. That's all it is. That's all they can't offer any sort of like practicalities in like coming up with solving this problem. All they're there for is for people who are going, oh God, I'm a little bit scared. What can I do about this? You can pray. It's not going to help. I don't think that's going to help. There was a thing that I saw about some Romanian priest who was giving communion to everybody with the same spoon. I mean, fuck me. I know that religion reject things like to do with science, and they've always got another argument, haven't they? Saying, well, it's God works in mysterious ways. Change the fucking spoon, you retard. Jesus. I mean, like, the body of Christ and coronavirus. There you go. You get an added one at this communion. You know. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. There was something else. I don't know how true it was. That evangelical groups are trying to contact Amazon tribes. I'm not sure. Like, it had a photo. You never know what's real and what's not real these days. But if that, you know, hi, we're from America. It's nice to meet you. Oh shit, they're all dead. I mean, fuck's sake. You know, maybe they're best being on their own. Those Amazon tribes. Whatever's left of the Amazon. I don't know. I think we're cleaning out the planet, aren't we, by doing this, by not going out, using our cars and shit. We might be able to pull that global warming back, people. This could be it. Everything happens for a reason, etc. I don't know. I don't think it's having that much of an effect, to be honest. Even my own local parish church sent a fucking card through the door saying about, hey, if you're scared and you need someone to talk to, and you've got a bit of extra money. That's what they fucking want. Religious people at the minute, priests and everything, are fucking going, oh, shit. What about the fucking collection every Sunday? That's going to go down. How are we going to pay for that fucking new roof that we need every fucking 2 years? I don't know. I don't know, people. I just don't think religion really, it just exposes it for just being a fucking counselling service. An overzealous counselling service that tells you what to do and then fucking chastises you when you don't fucking go along with the rules that they have set. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it just shows it to be a load of shit. Yes, there's people out there who are losing people and shit and want to say goodbye. And that's what the religious gets you at the start, doesn't it? With the christening and the fucking naming ceremonies and all that sort of shit. It gets you at the major key points in your life when you need marriage. When you want to get married, you have to go mainly for a religious ceremony, not anymore. And then suddenly they change their mind. Oh, no, we're all right. We're marrying gays now. Now there's a bit of fucking money in it. And then they get you at the end, don't they? With your funeral and all them expenses and shit and send you on your way into the fucking next life. I don't know. But during a pandemic, there seems to be very little that they can do. I don't think, all praying in a circle is going to help. I don't know, people. I don't know. I'm ranting. I'm getting my point of view across. That's what I'm doing. Let's have a little bit. We've got no adverts this episode because I've been fucking doing jobs all day. And I'm still fucking suffering a little bit with stuff. I was fucking knackered after cleaning my car today, I tell you. Let's have a look at a few other bits that have come into the news. Medical fetish. Jesus, can't even say it. Medical fetish site donates entire stock of disposable scrubs to the NHS. Good on them. A medical fetish company says it has donated its entire stock of disposable scrubs to the NHS. Hey, nurse. A nice outfit. What's with the strap on? MedFet UK did it after being contacted by procurement representatives struggling to find the right equipment amid the coronavirus pandemic. That's where they've gone. Somebody from the procurement department at the NHS has gone, things are getting fucking dodgy. We're going to have to start going to the medical fetish sites. Jesus Christ, that's the last thing you want. Being treated for coronavirus and the doctor walks in a fucking gimp mask. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus. You got a nurse next to him in a fucking latex outfit with that Red Cross written on it and her tits bulging out the top. Well, at least we're going to go happy. That's the main thing, I imagine. Jesus. Writing about it on Twitter, the company said, today we donated an entire stock of disposable scrubs to an NHS hospital. It was just a few sets because we don't carry large stocks. But we also do sell stocks as well that you can put your partner in and whip their ass with. But they were desperate, so we sent them free of charge. Good on them. That's what I say. We've also sent in fucking dildos and fucking butt plugs just to keep the doctors entertained and comfortable. I don't know. Fucking hell. Well, there you go. Even the medical when it comes to this fact that medical fetish companies have started supplying the NHS, we're starting to struggle a little bit, people, I think. I don't fucking know. Jesus, man. Jesus. What else have we got? That's that one done. Cast that aside. Mum soaks her entire Tesco shop in Bath over fears of coronavirus contamination. Here's a fucking idiot. Here we go. A woman posted a photo of her bathtub filled with items including feta cheese and broccoli, saying her mum was bathing her Tesco shop as precaution against COVID-19. I mean, for fuck's sake. Jesus. Everyone is rightly doing... let's have a look at this fucking idiot. Jesus. What precautions are you all taking during the global pandemic? She's left the ice cream on the side. There we go. She's got a cauliflower... She's got a fucking bath and a cauliflower in there with a fucking lettuce, some tomatoes. They're having a fucking whale of a time. She's even got fucking bubble bath in there. What a fucking idiot. Ah, Jesus. How retarded are people? You know, this fucking just highlights what fucking idiots are out there. This whole fucking thing, doesn't it? You know, is it illegal? You know, what was it? Fucking people, is it illegal not to cough in a tissue? I mean, that's a fucking classic. Yes, it is. Yeah, you'll do a 10 stretch for the not coughing in a tissue, you fucking idiot. Here's another idiot. Let's fucking bathe all our fucking vegetables all together. Ah, Jesus, man. Fucking idiots everywhere at the minute. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look at the next one, and then we're going to get back to it, people. We are going to get back to the adverts and shit like that. Eventually. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here's a better story. Fat polar bear that is 30 stone overweight gets unflattering nickname from locals. I fucking love polar bears, man. I love this thing is fucking huge. This is somebody who is, this is something I was thinking about today. All the animals and that are just going about their business as usual, aren't they? This is a very human thing going on right now. You know, nothing else gives a shit about it, does it? You know, dogs obviously not getting out as much, but I see the cats in my area just fucking wandering around, rubbing up against shit. They don't give a shit, do they? I know they're not aware, but this is a very, you know, it's very strange that their world is, although around our world, they're totally, you know, we keep them as pets. You know, cats and dogs and shit like that, fucking hamsters and shit like that. All of our pets and shit are totally unaffected by this. You know, it's just a completely different world. Although they're our pets and we look after them, they're just, yeah, I'm just doing my own thing. You know, there's a little bit less food in the old bowl today. They must be struggling. Maybe something's wrong at work with the old owner. No, there's no fucking dog food, mate. But they're totally, you know, every single other animal on this planet is totally unaware of what is going on at the moment. Apparently the dolphins are swimming again in Venice. They're fucking loving it. They don't fuck around, do they? Jesus, straight in there. Straight in, straight round. Fucking jumping over fucking tied up gondolas, whatever they're doing. Whatever they're doing. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to this polar bear story. A polar bear which is 30 stone overweight. Hey! It's not an issue. It's not an issue. Stop fat shaming him, man. That's all those little things have gone out the window as well, haven't they? You know what I mean? All that whole fat shaming and fucking, you know, victim fucking culture that we seem to have landed ourselves into has all gone out the window. Now we've got something fucking more important to think about. Fat people, fucking hell, man, they're living the life of Riley at the minute, aren't they? They've got reserves to feed off, like this polar bear. Let's get back to this. Polar bear, which is 30 stone overweight, has been given a nickname by local residents, Fat Alberts. They fucking called him. While the average polar bear tips the scales at 71 stone, he comes in at a whopping 106 stone. Fuck me, man. He's fucking huge. Jesus. I fucking love polar bears, man. I love their attitude problem. Many claim this makes him one of the fattest in the world, and the nickname Fat Albert. I just said that, but it turns out Albert Soul's size isn't all his fault. Oh, come on. Don't tell me. He's predisposed to being overweight. His father was overweight, and he's overweight. He's just fat shaming. He lives in Alaska, USA, where the locals throw out large amounts of whale blubber to the bears as a sign of respect. I like that. And they've thrown that out, and he's had the fucking lot of it. They would cut up a large portion of the whale and blubber and drag it 4 miles out of the town for the bears to find. This stops the bears from travelling into town. He is fucking tucked in. Old fat Albert there. He'll have fucking diabetes next. That's it. Unfortunately, Albert has lost a foot to diabetes. He's now called 3-foot Fat Albert. Residents are always able to harvest a whale, and when this happens, the bears have to wait until the sea freezes over so that they can hunt for seals. But Albert isn't quite a record holder just yet. Back in the 1960s, an Alaskan fisherman found a bear weighing 157.7 fucking stone. Jesus fucking hell. Jesus, man. Fucking hell. Have a look at that picture, though. He looks all right, fucking porker. Looking straight at the camera. Look at that. Hey, I'm proud of my body. Come and get a load of this shit. This polar bear shit. I don't know, people. What are we on? We've just tipped the scales at 30 minutes. That was episode 94. I will be back on Tuesday. It will be Tuesday as well. I know. I keep saying this, people, but you got to have faith in me. There's a lot going on at the moment. A lot of work being done here at Briggs Towers. You know what I mean? Extensions and fucking, I don't know. I've got to drain the moat. Do loads of stuff. I don't know. I'm making up jobs for myself now. That's what I'm doing. Just try and fill this time, people. Get some comedy out, Ben. Well, that's what we're working on a little bit. We're working on stuff like that as well. You can like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you want to do with this. I post it on Facebook. Join the Facebook group if you want. It's the Ben Briggs Podcast. Just search for it on Facebook. Follow us on Podbean or on Apple Podcasts or iTunes. I will be back on Tuesday, motherfuckers. That is the end of episode 94. Have a good rest of your fucking weekend. Enjoy your lockdown, and I'll speak to you then. Take care.